Time to Die. When we met, he was small enough to hold in the palm of my hand. I already had a name picked out for him. Gandalf. I was told, that's a big name for such a little pup. I'll call him Gandy until he grows into it, I replied. But I never did. He was Gandalf, and nothing less from day one. He had a big heart and a brave spirit which demanded respect even then. It was love at first sight for both of us, and we did everything together. In the true spirit of Lassie and Rin Tin Tin, Gandalf saved my life. Although I was young, I had grown cynical and tired of the pain of life. I needed a purpose, a responsibility, a reason to continue about the business of life. This small, loving Schnauzer pup provided a focus and filled this need. Gandalf never doubted that he was number one with me, nor did he have a reason to. He was a one-person dog and held me to the same standard. He was always very sure of what was ours and what belonged to someone else. We had a car and a home, and no one was allowed to enter without my permission. Gandalf was ready to do battle with any and all who tried. By the same token, he was a perfect gentleman in someone else's home. He would even defer to other dogs when we were in their territory, something he would never do in ours. Once, we were invaded by rats. Well, it seemed like an invasion, even if it was only one. Knowing Schnauzers are natural ratters, I drafted Gandalf into the fight. I brought him in, he caught the scent and immediately went into action. Nose to the ground like a miniature, wire-haired bloodhound, he went after the evildoer. The trail led to the piano, which I moved for Gandalf. The rat and I startled each other. I jumped up on the piano bench and the rat ran with Gandalf in hot pursuit. The chase scene from Lady and the Tramp played out in front of me. It didn't last long, and actually, the rat may have died of fright when Gandalf finally caught it. But it was well and truly dead without a mark on it. Gandalf was rewarded with a serving of hamburger, and the invasion was successfully repelled. Later in his life, we got a cat, Steinway, and another Schnauzer, Mickey. Gandalf tolerated the one and truly loved the other. Regardless of his personal feelings, we were all family, and he treated them as such. One day, a neighborhood dog who outweighed Gandalf by 15 pounds was harassing Steinway. He rolled the other dog over and straddled him, snarling in his face. The message was clear: "Don't mess with my cat." This was Gandalf. Loyal, steadfast, brave, and true. He had certainly read, and he possibly wrote, the Good Dog Handbook. His first concern was me, and he was content as long as he was by my side. What seemed like suddenly, Gandalf got old. Frighteningly, decrepitly old. He lost his hearing, his balance, and finally his spirit. He stumbled and fell constantly. The eyes which had looked at me for 14 years with love, concern, and understanding were so often now dull with non-recognition. The books say Schnauzers show their age suddenly, and that's how it was, or seemed, with Gandalf. My heart ached, but for 14 years he had looked to me for all his needs. For 14 years I had done the best I knew how for Gandalf. And now there was one more duty to my friend, my number one son. The vet was very kind. She understood and accepted the bond between us. I held his paw and cried as the horrible yet blessed fluid trickled into his veins. Gandalf drifted easily, painlessly to sleep, never to wake. The tears were for my own pain. Gandalf's pain and confusion were over. I've lost other dogs since, some young, way before their time. But Gandalf lived a good, long, full life. His spirit wore out before his body, and it was time for him to rest. I hope that one day, when that which makes me unique and sentient is gone, God will grant me as easy a passing as Gandalf had. There is a time to die, and our grief is not for the spirit gone, but for the void in our own life.